Safe zone relocated.
Takes more than that to kill me.
Gas is
Grid
moving.
marked. Let's move out.
We own the win.
Hi everyone, Gaz here. How you doing? This week then, we've had the latest update from Call of Duty, integrating Black Ops into Warzone. Basically kicking off a new Season 1, which is unifying Black Ops, Warzone and Modern Warfare. How cool is that? So we see the introduction of a new, smaller map called Rebirth Island. Verdansk is still the main map, which most playlists will take you to, with Rebirth Island only accessible currently through the Resurgence Trio's playlist. So to be perfectly clear, Rebirth Island does not replace the existing map of Verdansk, but will sit alongside it in select modes as an alternative option and will play similar to, say, Mini Battle Royale. Before we talk about the game then, it's worth pointing out that in the real world, Rebirth Island, this is my appalling Russian here, Vozdrozhdeniya, is a real location, and the Soviets established a bioweapons facility there in 1948, and it was a major R&D facility for the USSR Microbiological Warfare Group until the breakup of the USSR. The facility, in fact the entire island, was abandoned by its staff in 1992. It turned out that there were leaks in the anthrax, bubonic plague and chlorine gas canisters stored in the base. How nice is that? The game builds on this then by saying that the Soviets further developed the German biological weapon Nova 6 on the island. This was tested on livestock, primates, pigs and even humans. When the time was right, the Russians began shipping it to various cities. When this was near completion, the Soviets began evacuating the island, killing all non-essential personnel. CIA troops under the command of Gregory Weaver and Jason Hudson led an attack on the island to extract the Soviet-allied former Nazi scientist Friedrich Steiner for information about the numbers station. Despite collateral damage, Soviets began using Nova 6 against the advancing troops, leading to both sides fighting in hazmat suits. At the same time, Mason had infiltrated the facility in an attempt to kill Steiner, killing all the scientists and enemies in his path. Getting to his target first, the CIA team was forced to only watch as Mason executed him. With Steiner dead, the CIA was forced to rely on Mason to uncover the location of the numbers station and promptly extract him from the island after Hudson incapacitated him with a pistol whip. In the aftermath of the raid, the CIA had captured Viktor Kuzmin, a high-ranking Soviet operative who was in charge of overseeing the production of Nova 6 on Rebirth Island. Despite the brutal interrogations handled by Agent Russell Adler, Kuzmin refused to disclose any information, save for his name and rank. In retaliation for what Kuzmin's commanding officer Lev Kravchenko did to Weaver back at the Baikonur Cosmodrome, Adler stabbed out Kuzmin's left eye. Afterwards, Kuzmin was extracted by Kravchenko, who sent Kuzmin to be locked away in the Petropavlovsk Gulag for letting Rebirth Island fall. And yes, my Russian's not great. The map then supports up to 40 players, and as I say, is very much a close quarters type map, very aggressive. Areas include a prison block, a decon zone, a bioweapons lab, chemical engineering, factoring, harbour, and a number of others. Currently, as well, there is a Rebirth Island specific event taking place until January the 4th, 2021, where you can earn unique rewards by completing 16 map-specific missions. So worth mentioning, there is no gulag in this particular game type. However, there is a new gulag, if you haven't already seen it, and that's based on the original Nuketown map. So worth checking out, and I will cover that in another video. Resurgence then is all about wiping an entire squad before their teammates can respawn and parachute onto the map. When you die, your surviving allies will have a 20-second timer appear that begins to count down. If it reaches 0 before your entire squad is wiped, then that dead player will respawn with no gear besides a pistol. They can then fly down to their team or anywhere else on the map. If your teammate manages to get kills, they will reduce the respawn time of anyone who is dead. This will keep going then until you hit around the 3rd or 4th ring, which is when the respawn mechanic in the game is entirely disabled. However, not to worry, at that point you can still bring your players back using the good old-fashioned buy stations, as long as you've got enough money. It's hardly surprising then when we consider the nature of this type of game type, how chaotic the first sort of few minutes are. Absolutely mental. And I suppose a lot of people just go for it, which I think is really good because it makes it more exciting. They're not hiding or cowering, they're just going for it, knowing that they're probably going to be able to respawn because at least one member of their team will still be alive. Although saying that, I've had a few cases where there's just been 2 of us and we've died straight away. Thankfully, loot boxes will refill after a short time. That's new. So you won't need to entirely rely on scraps when battling other teams. And point of note there is, even though the loot box is open, you can still hear it making a noise. So just go up to it and then just hit the F key, or whatever key you use, and as I say, it will open again. Although it shows it being open. A bit of a bug, I think, in that one. In my opinion then, securing victory is by getting as many full team wipes as possible and ensuring you get your loadout early on. To help with this, whenever you kill an enemy, the rest of their team will be revealed on your mini-map. And you can use this to your advantage, obviously, and ensure that you track them down and kill them as quickly as possible. This game type is certainly all about the teamwork. No lone rangers, I'm afraid. If you're the last one, suggest you camp it out until somebody else comes back. That's the best way, or unless you can bring them back via the buy station. Another point to note is that if you're flying back in, you'll have slightly higher damage resistance, mainly to avoid being shot by people, obviously, as you come in that are camping in particular places. So just bear that in mind, you do have a little bit extra. Weapon wise then, 2 that I particularly like. One is the Mac 10, which is a compact blowback operated machine pistol submachine gun, and that's really effective, I must say. And also the Krieg 6, using this simple plan blueprint. So check that out as well. I think the combination of those 2 work very, very well on this particular map. Another point of note then was that attack helicopters were introduced to the game on Wednesday, but then quickly removed, and this was both on Verdansk and on this Rebirth Island map. And the new helicopters actually had miniguns mounted on both sides, which was good. But they were removed because players were pulling off the invisibility glitch by being revived after being downed while in the minigun seat. So, there's always somebody that finds these glitches, which I suppose is a good thing, but it does annoy you in game at times, doesn't it? Finally, don't try and go out to the cargo ship, because you're out of the combat zone. So I know a few people were trying it. I thought I'd give it a go in the helicopter, but ended badly. So all in all then, absolutely great map, great addition to the franchise, really like it. Do like this close quarter stuff and more aggressive behaviour, brilliant. Right, so I'll leave you with some gameplay and show you my first attempt of where we came, and then one more bit of gameplay which actually shows you a final win. So I'll catch you at the end.
Enemy soldier incoming. We've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Victory rests on your shoulders. Finish the mission. Gas is closing in.
Aid station here.
Right, having to bring back Pinky and Perky because the Rebirth had been disabled, so there we go.
Moving! Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Only turn left. Gas is closing in. Get to the safe zone. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Gas is inbound.
He's got me, do you see him? He's up.
Fire! Only 5 remain. We'll secure the win next time. We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
That was good shit, dude. That was good shit.
Came so close on that one, just so close. But this is how we get on the next one, and I think I started off down more times than a prostitute on a, you know what.
your team. You'll lead them in. You've got gas closing in fast. Into the safe zone. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
SMG here.
Your primary objective is to kill them all. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is moving. 25 are still active in the AO.
I'm hit! KIA. I'm hit! I am under fire! Take it! Clear my out.
Enemy UAV overhead. An enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert.
Hostiles in the area.
Friendly loadout drop on the way. Clock ticking. Get to the target. Enemy UAV overhead.
Light vehicle here. Moving!
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Visual on care package.
Copy. I'm on it.
Hostiles in the
You
area.
evaded the enemy trackers. Good work.
Contact. I'm hit!
Gas is moving.
Get to the safe zone.
Contract failed. Time's up. You're the last one on your team. Finish the job.
Shooting at me!
Fire cell shot. Right to the factory door.
Taking fire! I'll follow you!
Hostiles in the area.
You're not dead yet.
Assault rifle here. Bit of body armor here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Contact.
Contact!
Gas is moving. inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Takes more than that to kill me.
Gas is
Grid
moving.
marked. Let's move out.
We own the win. They picked the wrong fight. Well done.
Nice team win then, although a little bit fortuitous. Special thanks to Just Curious and Lemon Squishy from the DSU 99 clan. That brings us to the end of the video then. Thanks very much for watching and overdosed on Gaz. I'll see you next time, or maybe even in game.